Hi, my name is Dimitri Gagliardi. I'm a Senior Research Fellow at the Manchester Institute of Innovation Research, AMBS, the University of Manchester. In this clip, I will be talking about FinTech and emergent trajectories in alternative finance. As for the content of the clip, we will look at the FinTech ecosystem moving towards maturity from a demand-driven perspective. We look at the systemic effect of this move towards maturity, as well as regulation. We'll have a look at the structure of the FinTech ecosystem, as well as a look forward towards what's coming. So the move of FinTech towards maturity, as I mentioned, is a demand-driven growth process. The FinTech ecosystem in the last few years has been characterized by a sharp growth in investments in all segments and across all dimensions. The development and diffusion of technology has been rapid and pervasive, and the digital transformation in the sector is now based on maturing technological solutions. So actors of the growth are established enterprises, FinTech incumbents, as well as startups that are increasingly populating the ecosystem. New financial technologies are being integrated in the digitization of existing products and services, and the creation of digitally enabled and based new products and services. And in this process, we see the adoption, the merger, and the blending of different technologies, from payment technologies to debit and credit cards, as well as platform technology, digital platform that is, and distributed ledger technology such as blockchain. So this move towards maturity is also evidenced by the fact that in many regions which are not notorious for their ICT innovation, or for which their regulatory system is not particularly progressive, are experiencing high growth in FinTech and in alternative finance. As I mentioned, still, the move towards maturity of FinTech is a demand-driven. It means that whilst digital technologies are maturing and are being increasingly integrated within the sector, the driver are unmet the needs of a customer base that is becoming increasingly mobile, using mobile technologies. And there is a clear demand for new financial products and services to be integrated within the banking and the financial system. I will read out a brief text from a contributor to our study, who's saying technological development is now progressing very fast, and there are niches for demand that can accommodate innovation much faster than before. We should expect a lot of variety early on, but this variety at some point will have to be followed by a selection to see what's viable and what is not. The FinTech move towards maturity is also systemic. It means that FinTech innovation is playing out in an environment where technology is not a barrier anymore. New technologies are driving the creation of new financial products and services and are redesigning existing traditional ones. Still, new FinTech applications are spanning across different segments of the traditional financial market, trying to meet the evolving preferences of a changing cohort of customers, whether they are involved in savings, in management, i.e. financial business manager, wealth managers, or property management, or are seeking investment. Therefore, there is a vertical consolidation as well as a horizontal consolidation and expansion of the FinTech ecosystem. A third pillar of this move towards maturity concerns regulation. trust is extremely important in this sector, and breaches can be detrimental to the whole ecosystem. We only need to think at the effects of the financial crisis of 2007-2008. The fintech ecosystem is still rather fragile and tends to suffer very fast from inappropriate behavior. There is a huge push worldwide in regulation, both at the national and the regional level, and in this space the EU and UK seems to be driving this trend forward. New open banking, payment service directive 2, new regulatory sandboxes are being deployed widely, and there are emerging in all nation states and regions, both reactive and proactive regulation. Reactive as they try to keep up with what's happening with FinTech, and proactive as they try to anticipate what may happen and put in place, on one side, protection for customers, as well as facilitator for developers. Yet the market in the EU is still rather fragmented.